just thought I'd come on again and crochet and chit chat. Because I'm really trying to get this blanket complete. I thought about selling it, putting it on Etsy or somewhere and sell it. And I don't know, we'll see. Because as I stated in the previous video where I was crocheting, the video, my live video from this past weekend, that I was making this, excuse me, I was making this for an ex. So, I don't know, I thought about selling it. But anyway, that's not what I came on here for, to talk about. What I came to talk about in chit chat as I crochet is letting go of people out of your life. No, letting go people, yeah, out of your life. So, and what I mean by that is, like, if somebody is not serving, not necessarily serving you, but just not adding to your life, or basically just knowing when to let go of someone out of your life, that if they're draining you, like, of your energy, like every time you talk to them, every time you see them, it's something with them, or they don't want to let you go or whatever, you know. So, and they always taking, 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 and never giving in the relationship. So you have to know when to let people like that go out of your life. And I give an example is like my ex. He would always um let me see, how can I put it? He would always just always like want to monopolize my time and what I'm doing when he want to do it. You know, it was never like when he want to be bothered with me or whatever, I'm supposed to be like right there for him or whatever. But if he don't want to be bothered with me, then he got something to do, or he need to go take care of this or whatever. That's the way it was, which is fine with me. But when I need to do that, don't start asking me a bunch of questions about what I'm doing, where I'm going, where I've been, and all this kind of stuff. But when it comes to you, you don't want to answer any of those questions, you know. And not that I'm trying to keep tabs on you or whatever, but um, if we're in a relationship and we trying to further our relationship, then it seemed like you would let me in on those things of what you're doing and what you're taking care of, throughout the day. That's how a relationship is. That's how you start to build and build trust, and coming together. If that's what the end goal is that that we're together in a relationship or whatever. But If you're not willing to earn that trust and everything, I'm just supposed to just trust you, and you just go off and do your thing, and I don't know where you at, where you been, who you been with, or none of that. But you want to know where I been, who I been with, and what I'm doing, and all that kind of stuff. No, baby, it don't work that way. So, and it's funny because it's like I gave you the opportunity to do or to be in my space, in my energy, but now that I'm not allowing you to be in my space and energy, you want to call me and tell me that you miss me and all this and that. And I'm your queen. I always be your baby and all this mess. Okay, that might have worked once or twice with me, but after a while, and you don't show any kind of difference after I have allowed you to come back into my space. You do all this talk and all this sweet talk, and try and seem like you're different. You done grew from behaving the way that you used to behave, or whatever the case may be. I know, because after a while you can't keep up the facade, because you are who you are. So, and because I don't want that type of energy in my life or around me, then don't be upset, because number one, I'm not I got a text. I'm sorry, y'all. Number one, I'm not I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, shoot, my phone. Hold on, y'all. Huh? Yeah, phone. Did you bring my bracelet? Oh, okay. Thank you. You had fun, huh? All right, that's good. Okay, y'all. Forgot what I was talking about. Hate when I get interrupted while I'm doing a live. Well, not hate, but I don't like when I get interrupted while I'm on my live. But anyway, but yeah. Anyway, he had my ex. Excuse me. Had called me, and so I guess he thought I was gonna be all excited about hearing from him or whatever. I don't know, but I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Just normal tone of voice or whatever, because you're not my man or whatever. We not together like that anymore, or whatever. So that was that, and so maybe a few months later he called me again, and oh, I miss you, or he'll send me a message on Facebook. And what's so funny is when I first like made the decision to just kind of, and I did it like gradually instead of just boom. That's the way I did him because I know how he is or whatever. I just kind of like gradually just stop calling. I might call. Well, and it wasn't even that I was even trying to do that, but that's just how it kind of like worked out. I had started not calling him, or if I call him, talk, and then I might not talk to him for like a whole another week, and if we did, it was because he called me. That's what it started being like, because I didn't want to really have no conversation or anything with him. So finally it just got to where I just didn't call him, and then he noticed that I just wasn't calling him. Every time we talked, he would call. And so finally he was, I guess he got the picture, and so he had stopped calling me, and I hadn't heard from him like for months, 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 months. Then finally he called me, and uh we talked for a little bit or whatever. I think I missed his call or something. I ended up calling him back, and we talked for a little bit, whatever. I knew he didn't want anything, so I knew he didn't want nothing. Didn't want nothing, but trying to tell me, he missed me and all this and that. Okay, what else? I mean, ain't nothing else, but okay. But anyway, I was like, okay. And, I just go on by my business. I still didn't never like start back calling him because that's what he wanted me to do. That's what he thought I was going to do, because in the past, you know, if he started calling me, then he think that, oh, okay, I called her, so she probably going to call me the next time, since I called her or whatever. Or he'll try and call again another time, and then he really think that I'm gonna start calling, because the first time I fell for it, the second time I fell for it, but now I just know that we can't be in a relationship like that. We just can't, because it doesn't. He's a selfish person, and I'm not a selfish person. So my spirit just not gelling with his, so we can't be together, not like that, or really any kind of way, not even as friends. I don't even want him to be my friend, because the trust is gone. I don't trust you in any kind of way. So when that trust is gone, it's kind of hard to build that up, and besides, I don't even want to be, I don't even want to try or give him a chance because actually you had two chances and you messed both of them up. And so I'm not a fool. So, and because I'm not a fool, I can't go back there a third time and be in a relationship with him. Not like that, anyways. Really, any kind of way. I don't want to be any kind of relationship with him. I'm opening up my. I got a James Avery bracelet. Ooh, it looks good too. They got it all cleaned up. I added a charm to my bracelet. I'm a Texas girl, so the next one I didn't even see it. I'm gonna have to see if they still have that. I want to get y'all put on here. They have one that say y'all. I'm hoping that they still got it. Let me see. Does it go this way? Okay, hold on. Okay, there you go. This is the one I got. I don't even know if y'all can see that. Can you see that? If I put it over this red polish, can y'all see that? That's what I got added to my bracelet. TX and then a star. It's got to have a little star on the side for Texas because I'm a Texas gal. I'm a Texas good, not a gal. But I'm a Texas gal. Good. I'm a Texas good. We say good. I'm a Texas girl. Born and raised here in Texas. That's where my family from. That's where my mother peoples are from. Okay. Turning this blanket around so I can start back on the other side. So, yeah. So what happened was, I'm just so long winded with this story, but anyway, what happened was some months went by again. He called me again, and so he asked me. I was having trouble getting onto the he called me, I missed the call. I tried to call him back on Facebook because he deleted my phone number, so he didn't have my phone number to call me. So every time he tried to reach out to me, that he was, that's where he would call me at or whatever. So I had said uh, he inboxed me after he couldn't get me, and I said, well, I tried to get the call, but I missed it, um, and I don't have Messenger on my own Facebook, but I can send messages, but I can't make phone calls or whatever. So he was like, well, why don't you hear my number, just call me like that on my phone. So I said, okay. So I called him, and again, still he didn't want nothing. He didn't want shit. And so after that, he had started like calling me on my phone, but I never did would call him unless he called me. So um I we talked and we got into it, so I hung up in his face. I'm asking him, what is your intentions? What do you want? Because I have no intentions of being in a relationship with you again. I didn't just out and out just tell him that, but if I have to, I will. But just so happened I didn't have to tell him that because he had texted me because he kept talking about, I want to see you. I want to see you. Can we meet up somewhere? I want to see you. I want to see you. So I'm like, I had said okay, but I didn't want to meet up with him nowhere. I didn't want to see him like that. That opportunity and chance has come and gone. We mm-mm. So anyway, I never did meet up with him, and so one day he had texted me. I think he was asking me what I was doing or whatever, or he said you must have been. He said you must have been with old dude or something. He said some kind of comment he made. And I was like, yeah, we went out to dinner. We went out to dinner. I think it was on a Sunday. I said, we went out to dinner for Sunday dinner. And so after I had told him that, he got mad. And so for about a month, I didn't hear from him. He didn't text me back on my phone. He didn't call me or anything. And the number that I gave him was a Google phone number. I made that number just for him because I did not want him to have my number, which I probably wouldn't have had no problems anyway because he ended up deleting my number because he for a month I didn't hear from him, and then when I did hear from him, he inboxed me on Facebook, and he was like, "Hey, how you doing or whatever," and I said, "Why you inboxing me on here? Why you didn't just text me on my phone like that?" And he was like, "Oh, I deleted your phone number out of my contacts." I'm like, "Oh, okay, bet, good, because I'm not finna give it to you again. You deleted once." I mean, and I didn't really give it to him. He gave me his number and I called him, but I made that Google number just for his ass, so because I didn't want him to have my real phone number or whatever. So after that, uh after I told him that I went out to dinner with my dude, he didn't call me back or whatever. Then finally, like I said, he called me on Facebook, and he was inboxing me or whatever, and I answered him back, and then he was trying to call me, and I just missed the call or whatever, and then just so happened Facebook put me in Facebook jail about some of my posts that I had posted, and some I had said, I think about Kamala Harris or whatever, and I was like, I don't care, shit, fuck y'all. And then so they, excuse me, I didn't mean to say that, but I did, but I didn't. But anyway, I was like, they sent me a thing talking about I can appeal it. I have 180 days to appeal it. I'm like, man, forget y'all. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna go through all these changes with y'all and appealing, and man, that's like kissing somebody. But I'm not finna do it. I am not finna to do it. But like I said, F, then that's my feeling about it. I'm not finna do that. Shoot, I've been having that. Child, people can't even express themselves or put their opinion out there because you don't feel that way about whatever it is you said or whatever. Y'all taking people accounts away. Child, please. Thought this was freedom of speech. I washed my hands. I forgot to put me some, but I got this castor oil that I rub on my hands and my feet. Rub it around your cuticles. Keep your cuticles soft and moisturized. So I was talking to Tracy Talk, and so that's her YouTube name, Tracy Talk. I was talking to her, and I was telling her about it. And so she was like, "Yeah, maybe that was just God's way of go ahead and completely removing him, out of your life." And I was like, "Yeah, that's the same thing I said and thought about too. Was that maybe that's why it happened like that because that was basically the only way that he could communicate to me is through Facebook. And so, in order to keep my energy intact, not allowing him to think that he can just run in and out my life whenever he chooses to or whenever he wants to, then okay, well, this the only form of communication. Well, we're gonna put her in Facebook jail and not allow you to be able to communicate with her. Now what? Then what? So, and so I've been in Facebook jail since shoot, I don't know. Let me see. I'm thinking it had to be August. End of July, August, something like that. I don't know. So I'm like, okay, that's fine with me. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm not finna argue and fight with these people about being able to have my own. Hey, baby. Um, let you come in and out of my life whenever you feel like you miss me, or you want to come get your little fix or whatever, and then you acting crazy. And what really made me decide to go ahead and not allow him to be in my life is one of those times when he had called me. We were talking on over the phone, and so the conversation got a little heated, and he went into his little pattern of behavior. So I recognized it. I was like, oh, okay. Because as I stated, they'll come back and act like they done changed, or they don't behave a certain way. I'm looking for my other phone, but I don't know what I did with it. But anyway, they'll come on and act like, you know, or come back and act like they done changed, and you really mean the world to them. They miss you so much, and when they say that there isn't anybody else that they have met like me, or they just see the difference in how other women react to them, but and notice how I reacted to him and how I treated him, and how loving and nurturing and caring and giving of myself to him, and not really expecting anything other than the same from him. And he realized, but now it's too late, you know and maybe the Most High knew that if I probably began talking to him, maybe I would have allowed him to come into my space. But like I said, we had a conversation talking on the phone, same type of behavior. Like I said, it got a little heated, the conversation, and he did his little thing that he would do, and I'm like, oh, okay, there it is, there it is. You ain't changed. You have not changed. So you're not finna be talking to me any kind of way. I'm not your child. Matter of fact, you don't have any children to even talk to in that kind of manner. So I don't know who you think you talking to, but baby, it's not me. Cause no, I'm a grown woman, and you gonna talk to me with respect, just like you want to be talked to with respect. So you just have to let people go and know when to let them go out of your life. Because otherwise, if you don't and you continue to allow them to do the things that they do, whether whatever it is that you don't like or that you don't deserve, then they will feel like that they have the right to treat you that way, or that it's okay to treat you like that. So you have to show, tell people how you like to be treated. And if they're doing something that you don't like, you have to let that be known, because otherwise they will continue on thinking that it's okay, or you're okay with them treating you in that manner. So, yeah. And so now, because he has no access to me because I'm in Facebook jail, he haven't been able to reach me or talk to me because he deleted my number out of his phone. And like I was saying, like we were saying, that's just most high way of saying no. Enough is enough. You're not gonna keep uh disturbing her. Go on about your business. Find you somebody else to play with, because she isn't the one. And since won't she won't stop uh answering your call, which I didn't answer my phone every time he called me anyway. That was another thing, I think he probably got upset about too, because I think right before that, after he told me, "Oh, you must have been with old dude." Yes, I was. We went out to dinner. He had tried to call me, I think, like a couple of times or whatever, and I didn't answer the phone. And then he texts me, I think, like the next day or something, and say, "Oh, you must have been with old dude." Yes, I was. We went out to dinner, and so after that, he didn't say. Well, I think he heart the conversation, or heart the comment or whatever, and then after that, he didn't say nothing else to me for like a month. And when he did, that's when he said something to me on Facebook, and then maybe I think it maybe the next day or something like that. Um, Facebook put me in Facebook jail, so I didn't even get a chance to even respond, or I think he even called me. I didn't even get a chance to call him back or anything. So I was like, yeah. So now he has no way of reaching me at all. So, uh, so again, maybe so. Maybe that was most high way of saying, nah, I'm finna cut this off. I'm finna cut it off. He not gonna be able to reach you at all. He don't want to do right. He ain't changed. He's still the same old. You know, not trying to. You know, heal from some things. I think he had mama and daddy issues. So, because of that, I think he have problems or issues or something. I don't know, but he need to heal from it because I'm not the one that did it to you, honey. Okay, now I gotta turn this again. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, I already changed it. So every time you get to the end of your row, you just have to turn your work around. Let me see. Did I change this? I did change this. I know that. So chain one, turn your work around, and then you start working from that. This is just a basic back and forth pattern that I'm doing. And then I'm going to put a border around like this raw edge right here. So it won't just be plain like that. I'm going to put a border, I think just a plain border all the way around. But anyway, I'm getting ready to end this live. I just wanted to come on and discuss, know when to let go, know when to let go, and know when to um, allow someone to just not be in your in your in your energy, in your space. So I cut that off because I'm gonna attach another yarn to this. Oh, and I hate I didn't get my yarn before. Let me see. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 sec, and then I'm gonna come back and close this out because I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. Hear my phone. Hear my phone. Oh man. Oh, I got some yarn attached to this. What was I making here? I'm gonna have to let this go because I need to use this yarn. I don't even know what I was trying to make, y'all. I think a granny square. But I'm gonna have to take that off because one, I don't even remember what I was making. Okay, y'all. So I got some white yarn that I want to use, and I started making something, and I got my, I don't know what I think I was just trying something, but I'm gonna have to take this a loose. Like if you ever do something like this, like you have something and you don't like it or whatever, like I'm letting it, taking it loose because I don't even know, remember what I was trying to make. And whatever it is just a little project. And if I decide to start it up again, I can. And it was just a little bit, no problem. Okay. Now, I'm going to try this little thing. I did it the other night finally after a couple of tries. I'm like, what is going on? I don't have no problems like this connecting this yarn. What is going on? Okay, so let me see. Let me try it. Take it around. Put it like that. Hold it. And then pull. Ugh, I don't know what I be doing wrong. Take it around. Put it around here. And then do it like that. Hold this tight. And then there we go. Hey, hey. I think I crochet a little bit of this white, and it's 12:25. At least about to 12:30, and then I'm going to bed. But yeah, don't well, not don't, but just be mindful of people because they will get whatever they can out of you and be just fine with it, and do it for as long as you allow them to do it because they apparently feel like it's okay. But yeah, as soon as you pull that energy back and don't give them all that energy, yeah. And I really noticed it. I noticed it when um, I remember we he started back talking to me or trying to talk to me or whatever, and um, he asked me out. So I said, "Oh, okay." And at the time, I was living in the country, and so I agreed to go out with him or whatever. And then we went out on our date or whatever. He was like, "You coming home with me?" I'm like, "No." Oh, when you coming home? When you coming home? I'm like, home. Yeah, when you coming home? trying to, reel me in, trying to, make me think, he's really serious or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But trying to make me feel like, oh, I'm that girl, I'm that one, But mm-mm, he didn't mean it. So I had to let him go. I started back not talking to him. This was once before, maybe like the second time when I allowed him back into my energy. And so we wasn't like talking every day or not even really every week or whatever. So I had already was in the process of moving and packing my stuff and all this kind of stuff, and he I didn't tell him that I was moving. And so I'm like, he was pissed. He was pissed. He was pissed because I didn't tell him that I was moving. I have no obligations to you, baby. We're not married. We're not engaged. We're not even like in a woman and man relationship. We just talking. We just um, trying to mend this relationship and you know move forward or whatever. But I see you, you know. So and I'm watching you. I see you. I see the things that you're doing. I may not say anything, but I see you. So anyway, I end up finished packing my stuff, and when my move date came, I moved. And I really didn't move. What I end up having to do, because I was supposed to be moving into this apartment, and it was like a downstairs apartment. And so when I went inside the apartment had signs of roaches. I saw roaches in the bathtub. I saw um, roaches in the one of the bathroom closet because it had two bathrooms, big full bathroom, both of them. And so um, the closet where the children closet was had roaches. Um, I saw roaches in the children room. I saw roaches in their bathroom, and I saw roaches in the kitchen. Now, I'm trying to think. I think I saw some roaches in the other bathroom, which was a bathroom in my bedroom. And I was like, okay. So I went to the office and I told them. And so it was like, because you do your little walkthrough through the apartment to make sure and ain't nothing wrong with the apartment, everything is cool. So I went to the apartment and I wrote, put everything down that was wrong with the apartment. But my main concern was the roaches, because I can't deal with no roaches. I'm not finna move my stuff in the apartment and just deal with the roaches, because I don't want roaches crawling all over my shit. And so um I was like, nah, I can't move in the apartment. So I ended up having to put my stuff in the storage and start all over again looking for an apartment. And mind you, this is, since the CV happened, when you're looking for an apartment, before you would go to the apartment, they would take you and you get a chance to go look at the apartment to see what the apartment looked like. Well, I didn't get a chance to do that because they started doing things different because of the CV. So I was like, okay, now I gotta start back looking for another apartment, put my stuff in storage, and I I lived with my family, and then I found an apartment and I moved, but I still hadn't told him that I moved. So I had told him that I was living with my family, and he knew where my family lived or whatever. So I just and then when I moved from my family, I didn't tell him that I had moved, and so that's what he was upset about, because I didn't tell him that I had moved and had my apartment. Well, somebody close to me that I thought was my sister, my friend, or whatever, told him that I had moved. I know she did, because I can tell, because of the things that he said or whatever, trying to get me to, you know, confess about moving, or that I moved here or whatever. So anyway, um, he was taking smoothies and bringing me food and stuff like that over to my, mind you, he had never done that, and then it was stuff that he had cooked, or smoothies that he had made. And I'm like, why is he bringing? What made you bring me a smoothie? That's what I'm saying to myself. What make you bring me a smoothie? I didn't say that to him. I just said it to myself. I don't know why he bringing me a smoothie. So, um, anyway, I end up getting the smoothie from my mother, whatever, and I pulled it out, because I'm not finna drink this. I don't know what you done did to this, and not even that, but that's what dropped in my spirit, is not to drink this. Not that I felt like that he had done something to it or whatever, or whatever. It's just in my spirit. Don't drink that. And so I didn't. I pulled that shit out, and every time he brought me some breakfast taco one time that he had made. That shit went in the trash. He brought me some salmon that he had smoked on the grill. That shit went in the trash. I just didn't trust him like that anymore. And but anyway, he had came. I finally told him that I had moved, and so he came over to where I live, and so he got all rah rah and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, we was sitting down talking or whatever," and he was like, why you didn't tell me that you had moved?" I'm like, I don't owe you no kind of explanation of what I'm doing, and my moves, and all this kind of stuff. So he got all mad and stuff. He got up and left, you know, left out the door. And so I got up and I just locked my door or whatever. And so he had he wanted me to chase after him. No, don't go, don't go, come, stay, so we can talk about it or whatever. Which I have never done that to him, but he have always wanted me to chase him, but I never would chase him. He did that once before when I lived out in the country. He wanted me to chase after him because he called himself getting mad because I wouldn't have sex with him. Well, I don't want to, and you can't make me. And so he got all upset and mad or whatever and left. Okay, bye. Let me get up and lock my door. And that's what I did. I got up and I locked my door. And then this time he wanted me to chase after him. So he gonna I think he had called me, or I think he had called me over the phone, and he was like, so you just gonna let me go like that? Yeah, you the one got up and left. What you want me to do? You the one got up and left. You want me to chase you and run after you and say no, don't go? and, and so basically, that's what he wanted me to do. So you just gonna let me go like that, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's what he would do, and how he said, oh, okay. And he even made the comment one time when we was talking that he had a girlfriend that he made a comment as to her not chasing after him, or something, something like that. Something they had got into it, or something he said, and um, he felt like that if a woman don't come chasing after him, then she don't really want to be with him, or she don't really, um, I guess, care for him like that. I guess he feel like if a woman don't chase after him when he cutting up and acting up like that, and he want to leave and all that stuff, then she don't care about him. Man, don't nobody got time for no manipulation and mind games. If you want to go, go. Okay, fine. When you want to sit down and talk like some adults instead of getting mad and leaving and all that kind of shit, then let me know, okay? Other than that, bye. You want to go? Bye. I mean, even if you don't or whatever, that's fine. Don't want to talk about it. And you don't have, I'm not going to force nobody to sit down and talk about it or whatever. You don't want to talk about it? Okay, fine. Because if it was me and I was ready to go and I felt like I didn't want to talk about it, well, I'm finna go. And I'm gonna do what he did and get up and leave for whatever reason. Maybe I don't feel safe, or maybe I just don't want to talk about it. Well, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm finna go. So I'm not finna stop nobody from leaving if that's what you really want to do, because apparently that's what you want to do. I don't have time for them kind of games. You want to get up and leave, leave. Bye. I guess we'll talk later then. But anyway, I've been on here an hour and 3 minutes, going on 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes now and some seconds. So I just wanted to come on and just say that, y'all. Just, I don't know. Life, life, life. Life, life, life. People, people, people. And I guess it just is what it is. Just, you know, be happy with yourself. Don't allow people to project their feelings onto you. Don't allow people to you know guilt trip you into being with them, because it don't even have to be like that at all. I don't even know if I was in frame a while ago when I'm crocheting. Up here running my mouth or whatever. But yeah, don't let nobody guilt trip you and think they can run in and out of your life. No, 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 no. You're not finna treat me like this. I'm not, you know, you want to go, go, fine. But you're not finna treat me in a kind of way. I'm not finna allow you to treat me in a kind of way. And just know when to let somebody go out of your life if they're not if they're not bringing nothing to the table, and you bringing what you have to the table, and they're just taking and not giving, you know The relationship should be like this. It's not you or one person giving, 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 and this person just dying here, just pulling and taking, and you just study doing like this, and your energy just keep coming down and down. No, mm-mm. I can't, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm not gonna keep taking and taking, and I'm looking tired and drained out as you use me up this week. You use me up, and then next week I barely even talk to you. You ain't because you don't have time. You gotta go take care of this. I gotta go do this. I gotta go do that. But soon as you ready to deplete me of my energy, I can't say I got this to do. I'm doing this and that. You ain't got time for me. You this, you that, you this, you that, you this. But last week you didn't have time for me. You had no time for me. But now this week, because you done did whatever it is that you wanted to do, or whatever the case may be, now you got time for me. And because I say I have something else to do, you feel in some kind of way. Not boy, bye. Don't nobody got time for that. All that back and forth. Mm-mm. Either we gonna be in each other's life, and we gonna do it the right way, and be respectful and all this and that. Otherwise, baby, I ain't got time for it. None at all. Cause you're not finna treat me no any kind of way and think I'm just gonna be okay with it. No, baby. No, baby. It is not how life's supposed to be. That's not how relationship works. That's not what we gonna do today or any day. Those times are up. I gave you opportunities to change and improve yourself. And if you really wanted to be with me, you would be with me and not, you know, do the things that you do. But what really, what really made me stop even wanting to deal with him was um, some behaviors and things that he did with someone that I know that, sneaky, underhanded, behind your back, both of them. So, snip, snip to both of them. And her, like I said, I would talk, I have talked to him even after it happened. I think I talked to him maybe, here and there. But like I said, he would call me. It wasn't because I made an effort to reach out to him. And so he started noticing that the only time that we talk, and he made a comment about it too. Only time we talk is if I call you. Yeah, because I don't even know what I told him. To be honest, if I told him anything, which I don't remember telling him anything, but I was just like, yeah. So he got to where less and less and less he would call me, and then months would go by. I'm talking about months, 6 months or more would go by, And then he reach out to me. Oh, I miss you, this and that, this and that. Oh, but when you had me and I was there and you could just pick up the phone to easily call me, you know. So you decided on how you wanted to treat me or behave or whatever the case may be. I decided that I don't want to be treated like that. So I'm just gonna go on by my business and allow you to go on about your business. And I can be happy and not depleted of my energy. And I guess whatever you want to do, if you know, be happy and go deplete somebody else's energy. Energy vampire, that's what he was. So since I don't want that type of energy in my life and I don't want to be giving nobody my energy like that, then hey, it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, I'm go, y'all. I'm listening to Sprinkle and TT and yeah. Anyway, y'all, peace. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll be on. Next time, I don't think I'm gonna stay on as long because I don't want the video to be as long. So if somebody do want to watch it, it's not a whole bunch of me just on here. But I'm trying to get my subscribers up. I'm trying to get views. I'm trying to um, I don't know, just come on and see what I can do or whatever. But anyway, next time I think I'll probably just do maybe 30-minute lives unless I get people to come on or whatever. But we will see. Hopefully I can I want to at least I'm at 85 subscribers. So hopefully before December or before the year is up, I'll have 100 or more subscribers. So I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.